Hello, my name is Silas Euland, and I did my stats project on sleep, depression, and stress. Does a lack of sleep correlate to mental illness? Well, the Sleep Foundation says that approximately 40% of people with insomnia have clinical depression. My research question is, does stress play a role in the association between sleep quality and depression? I believe that more people should be educated about how important sleep is. That's my main goal in this presentation, so that more people can confront their sleeping issues and receive the support that they need to avoid depression. The database that I used was the Ad Health Wave 4 database, which was from a 90-minute survey of many different topics such as mental health, daily activities, work, education, and so on. The sample group was about 5,000 adults ages from 25 to 34, 46% being male, and the rest being female. These are the demographics of race of the sample group. So I went to this database and found questions that relate to each of the variables. So first being sleep quality. How often did you struggle to fall asleep in the past 4 weeks? So 47% said that they never struggled to sleep in the past 4 weeks, while 8% said they struggle to sleep 5 or more times a week. So next is depression. So the depression question is, have you ever had depression? 83% said no, 16% said yes. Next is, how much do you agree with the statement, I get stressed out easily? 43% said disagree, while 23.87 said they agree. If we collapse that data, we see that 63% are not easily stressed, while 36% are easily stressed. If we look at sleep quality and depression, we see that there is a positive correlation, that the more you are struggling to sleep, the higher proportion of people that are depressed are in that section. So the p-value that we get from this graph is very, very low, which means that there is definitely a correlation between sleep quality and depression. So yes, depression is dependent of sleep. That is what we've concluded from that. Now let's add in stress as a moderating variable. So if we put two groups, we'll make two groups, not easily stressed and easily stressed. Both of these graphs, both are very low, have very low p-values. So that means that they're both statistically significant. We see that group 2, easily stressed, inflates the numbers of those in the not easily stressed graph. So there's definitely a correlation between stress and depression. So that kind of answers my research question, but let's look more in depth as well. Does stress play a role in the association between sleep quality and depression? Well, if you look at these graphs, and let's just break these down really quick. If you struggle to sleep 5 or more times a week and you're easily stressed, you're 46.9% times more likely to have depression than those that struggle to sleep 5 or more times a week but are not easily stressed. And if you never struggle to sleep but you're easily stressed, you are 74.3% more likely to have depression than those who report they never struggle to sleep but are not easily stressed. So yes, stress plays a role in the association between sleep quality and depression. So the null hypothesis for this project would be that sleep, depression, and stress they're all independent of each other. But that is not true. My hypothesis was that there is sufficient evidence to reject the fact that they would be independent and that they are actually all dependent of each other. And with that being said, I feel like if more people knew that sleep, depression, and stress are all intertwined with each other, more people would be getting the medication, the therapy, the rest that they need. Although I believed initially that the confounding variable in this study was stress, after doing some research, I think the confounding variable that we're missing is income. Those who make low income, in theory, are more stressed, getting less sleep, and in return are more likely to be depressed. So what health departments in our society should be focusing on is how to comfort those of lower socioeconomic status and prevent them from falling into a trap of stress sleep deprivation, and depression. Thank you for listening.